Welcome back, guys. This is Friday, and you know what Friday it is, right? On Friday, you got to find out if all your commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing, and all those fun stuff that you have done have turned out into some gifts. And the gifts are the swag, more swag, and of course gift cards. And this time we're gonna also add an additional game. So what you're actually doing, I'm gonna drop in random Pokemons throughout the video, and then you just have to put them in order of appearance in the comments, and the first 20 people will get to go and use the $1 event this weekend, which is basically the special research for the Magikarp event, which is tomorrow actually. Now guys, thank you so much for participating. I just want to give back to the community and give back to you guys more. So I'm gonna turn up these gifts, and I'm gonna create more fun ways to get more involved that benefit you as well, besides just watching the video, of course. So this way, you will get more out of it. So guys, don't forget, this game goes through the whole week. So every video you have a chance to actually win, and that's my plan, and all the gifts go out on Fridays. Now, this video, so if you're gonna see my ranking points from yesterday, I mean 2 days ago, right? Or yesterday, no, yesterday I posted a video, you're gonna see that I dropped 150 points. Yes, I did drop 150 points, but not with the team that I shared. I was looking in the comments, and you guys submitted lots of cool ideas to test on Reddit and here on YouTube and on Twitter. So I tested some of those out, and needless to say, did not work out. I tried my best, and I tried so hard with Scrafty. I wanted to create a spicy Scrafty team, but it just did not work out. With the current meta that's going on, I was countered constantly, and I was just not able to pull it off. So I dropped literally 150 points, and then this morning, I was like, alright, what I need to do is get a meta team and climb back up with the points, because I don't want to get behind, so that's what I did. So I basically reached out to Speediest Chief 2, who just posted a video of the team that I'm using, actually, so you can check him out. I'm going to link him in as well. He's an amazing trainer, and he has amazing videos. So he used this team, so I use this team, and in lead, I use Vigoroth, and then in the back, I use, of course, Altaria, and then I'm also using Azu. So this is basically as meta as it gets. But I just wanted to showcase this because if your #1 goal is just to climb some points before we go into Ultra League, because you're not as good in Ultra League and you want some points, then use this team. Not to mention, I want to say bring out the Altarias, because the Caleb Tank team, which I showcased actually the day before he showcased it, which is funny. But yeah, his team is basically super weak to Altaria and Vigoroth. So for that reason, guys, this team is what you need to use right now. So let's get started. Alright, so Vigoroth right into Lapras. And I was like, alright, this is pretty good. I like this. And you know what I was thinking also, that I never played with Vigoroth before, by the way, guys, so this is completely new to me, so you're gonna learn as I go, and I made some mistakes, but hopefully you learn from my mistakes. But also one other thing that I wanted to say is I was like, alright, this team is awesome because I have not seen a single Cresselia this season, literally, in Great League. So I was like, alright, because the only team that's weak to is Cresselia. And look what comes in, a Cresselia. I was like, you got to be kidding with me. I have not seen a single Cresselia, and now there it is. I was so pissed, but I was like, alright, I'm gonna handle this, I don't care. Screw you, go Battle League. So, and I know how to play against Cresselia to my best knowledge because I use Cresselia a lot, but still, you know, it has Grass Knot, so Azu is out of the question. The only thing that is usable is Altaria, but Altaria is also weak to its Moonblast, so I have to shield it. So I'm in a pretty bad situation, but it is what it is. I'm just attack, but it's weak enough now that I should be able to manage it at this point. And he used the shield on it, and if he would use another shield, but there's no point using another shield at this point because I'm gonna able to probably Dragon Breath it down at this point. And I still able to survive one attack, but he swaps out. That was smart on his end, but ups the Goon. So ups the Goon, who cares? Because I have an answer. So this is good. But here's one thing, look at this, guys. So what I totally forgot, that people run Gunk Shot, and I was like, oh no. But I know that Gunk Shot cannot take us out with one shot from this range, so we are fine, but we can take him out with one play rough. So we are pretty good here, and this is actually pretty decent for us, because the Grass Knot would have taken out us anyways, so it really doesn't matter, because if he would have had the Grass Knot, I mean, if we would have had a Gunk Shot or not, we would have lost, right? It would have been the same ending right there, so this worked out fine. And I win the first match, and I was like, alright. So that's good, because again, I've been losing. That's the team that you saw before. That's a really good and strong team, but I don't want to run it right now because people probably gonna bring out the Altarias right now because nobody really used them. But now it's gonna come out more and more and more because of, you saw, Caleb Peng team that he shared, and the team that I used yesterday as well, and I climbed over 200 points with it, so it's a really good team, but it's really weak to Altaria, and it's really weak to Vigoroth. So that's why I brought this team, and it was just perfect timing. And I Hypno, I was, alright, Hypno, it's not so bad, I can just throw Body Slams, I'm gonna stay in this one. And because Hypno is going to probably not shield, and it's gonna able to chunk down, and I was, yeah, alright, this is good, but I'm gonna shield because maybe he has Focus Blast or something, but it's just a Fire Punch. Shielding, and I should be able to get another Body Slam. He's probably gonna shield this at this point because his Hypno haven't done anything yet. That's what I'm thinking. Yep, he shielded, so I'm gonna swap out on a charge move. Here goes Altaria, and I figured it's just gonna be a Fire Punch, so I don't have to shield it. And then let's see what he brings in, and he brings in Stunfisk, which is no good. So the reason why there's not many Altarias, guys, because of Stunfisk, of course. The Galarian throws Rock Slides like it's going out of style. It goes like this, just like that, and he's almost ready for a second one. And I never used Dazzling Gem before, Dazzling Gem, maybe I say it right, so I wanted to see what it does, but it doesn't do anything, it just tickles the Stunfisk, so make sure you throw 2 Sky Attacks. I would have been able to do double Sky Attacks if I don't throw that Dazzling Gem, right? Did I say it right? But yeah, lesson learned, because I never really used the meta team, so only used this basically Altaria and Registeel as far as the meta, like the season before, but I never really used Altaria, like ever, and then I never really used, whatchamacallit, the Vigoroth. So I'm so new to this, and I'm figuring it out as I go. And then now I was like, alright, I'm just gonna let it go. I mean, sorry, I won't let it go, that's what I meant to say. And then now Bubble it done, now we have energy, and I'm just gonna throw, but it's Mantine. I wish I knew that because I would have thrown the Hydro Pump, but play rough it is. And I'm trying to work it up, and then to the Hydro Pump, and I'm able to. But he's gonna throw probably an Ice Beam, right? At this point, yep, Ice Beam, we survive it, thank God. And then throw that Hydro Pump, that's gonna do pretty good damage. And he probably thought that I don't have a Hydro Pump, because most people don't run, you know, Hydro Pump on Azumarill anymore. And now he swaps out, and I go faint, unfortunately. But Vigoroth comes back in, but he still has a shield, and we just can't farm it down. He is able to throw another Ice Beam, and that Ice Beam will take us out. So that was a very close game, made a few mistakes in there. But yeah, I also haven't seen Mantine this season, by the way, but some people use it, obviously. And I forgot how annoying it is to deal with if it's not managed right. So now game 3, Vigoroth, and go into Beedrill, which I also haven't really seen this season. Maybe I've seen it once, but that's about it. So, and I don't know how to play against it because I only played against it like once. So I was like, I know it's very glassy, so I'm just gonna throw Body Slams here. And then, but I don't know how much, I mean, it's probably neutral damage, whatever it throws at me. So I was like, let me just shield 1 to be safe. And it's a drill run. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna able to do another Body Slam. He's probably gonna shield this, just because it's super glassy. And yep, he shielded it. And then now I'm just gonna keep going and swap out on a charge move, which didn't work out. But I didn't want to invest another shield. I'm just gonna actually let it go. And it was an X-Scissor, didn't do much. And I should be able to get to the Body Slam, but he swaps out again into what? Cresselia! I was like, what? Another Cresselia? What are the chances of that again? It's just like when I run a team, I run a double Steel team another 2 days ago, just to screw around a little bit and test something cool, and then I run into double fighters. 4 double fighters in a row, and I was like, what the hell is this? Did somebody feature double fighter team or something? I couldn't believe it. When I was like double fighters, I was like, all right, I'm going to sleep. And I still had like 2 more sets, but I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna go to bed. Anyways, so now Cresselia with Altaria, and Altaria can manage it decently. Now I should be able to Dragon Breath it down. I have no shields, but that's okay. And I should be able to throw a Sky Attack, not like it's gonna do much to the Stunfisk, but just some chip damage, so it's fine. And then he's probably gonna throw a Rock Slide, because he's not gonna let me, but I swapped out to save it and tried to sack that Rock Slide, but it didn't work out. So now I'm just gonna wait till the counter to go down, and then bring in Azu, who can tank whatever the Stunfisk has to throw, more than likely an Earthquake, because that does pretty decent amount of damage. Yep, there goes the Earthquake. And then now he's probably gonna swap out. Yep, he swapped out, and Beedrill comes back in, but I'm just gonna throw the Play Rough, because I don't want to get hit. I wanna save my Azu, and he used his shield, so I'm hoping I could farm it down, and no, I cannot. But what is it? What is X-Scissors? Does that do lots of damage? No, Drill Run, that's where it's good. So now we should be able to farm it down. We go out at the same time. So now all we have left is Altaria. And unfortunately, Altaria gets shut down by that Stunfisk right there. So this was managed a little bit not as well just yet because, again, I don't have my way around this team, but it is what it is. Hopefully you guys learn from my mistakes. So now Vigoroth into Stunfisk, so this is great. So now we are like, all right, this is what we want. He's probably gonna swap out. Yep, he swaps out and he brings in Deoxys. And I swap out also, and I bring in Altaria. But one thing, I should have swapped out on a charge move, but it's actually no, because he would have thrown the Rock Slide no matter what, so it would have hit me, it doesn't matter. Well, Vigoroth already has some energy, and then now I'm gonna throw a Sky Attack. And I'm just gonna probably invest into one shield, because I can throw another Sky Attack. And he either gonna use his shield, the second shield, or he's going to basically let it go. Wait, did he use? Yeah, he already used one. So I can beat him definitely to the Sky Attack. Perfect. And then this way this will take him out if he doesn't shield. So he shields, of course. And then now he's going to able to take me out, but I decide to shield because from here, this range, I can actually farm him down. I don't have to throw the Sky Attack, and I will have a Sky Attack ready for whatever comes in next. So that's why I want to save Altaria, because not many Pokemon can play really good against Altaria, but of course Stunfisk can, so right away swap out and never throw a Bulldoze to that Snowman, because that doesn't work. So that I didn't know that, so I should have known, because Body Slam does tons of damage. So watch, I could have thrown 3 Body Slams at this point, but watch this. So Weather Ball does decent, and I'm gonna throw the Body Slam, and Body Slam will take it out from this range. And I don't know why I'd throw that Bulldoze. I guess I was just testing again. And now that's gone, and then he still has Stunfisk, and now I wish I had that Bulldoze, right? So because now this is not a good situation. So I'm throwing that Body Slam, and he's gonna able to take us out from here. And boom. And then now we bring in Altaria to weaken that Stunfisk even more. And guys, we still have one Pokemon in the back. And that is the one and only Azumarill. So that was perfectly played. And now he has no choice but to surrender. Alright, so last game. So game 5 with this team. And again, let's see what is gonna be on the lead. And Vigoroth into Jirachi. Alright, so this, I wasn't sure how good it is or bad it is. So I was like, alright, I'm just gonna stick it in for a little bit. It looks like it's doing pretty decent damage, and Body Slam probably do neutral. Or is it neutral? Nope, not perfectly. Oh, because it's metal and yeah, fairy. So that makes sense. But either way, I should have thrown on Bulldoze. Bulldoze would have done pretty good amount of damage, I think. But now coming with Azu, and I figured he would swap out, but no, he's throwing probably a Doom's Desire at this point, just because Doom's Desire also doing pretty good chip damage to Azu. Yep, and then now he's probably gonna swap out. He doesn't, yep, he swaps out, but I have pretty good amount of energy, so there goes Hydro Pump right into Skarmory. And Skarmory is not going to appreciate that, yep, that dirty little birdie, and metal clinking, and then now is rusting up a little bit. So I'm gonna shield this one, because I should be able to get to another one, and I'm throwing the Play Rough, because I'm thinking that he's going to shield it anyways, and maybe I could get to another Play Rough. And swap on a charge move or Play Rough. Perfect, Play Rough, I was able to get to it. And then now, no matter what, so he's probably gonna shield this again because he has a Brave Bird. He doesn't want to let that Brave Bird go. So whatever I'm swapping into, going to have to eat a Brave Bird. So I have no choice but to bring in Vigoroth, because I have a feeling that my Altaria is going to able to close this game. So there goes Altaria, and what he has, Vigoroth. And I was like, ah, yes. If it was a Stunfisk, it would have been game over. But this is perfect for us. So, also, I have not faced the Vigoroth this season just yet, by the way. Maybe once when at the very beginning, but that's about it. And there it goes. So that's perfect for us, and we can farm it down from here. Awesome. And farm it down as well, and game 5. Alright guys, I hope you won. Thank you so much for playing. I'm super thankful the channel has been growing great, and please keep playing, please keep supporting, and I will keep support you as well. And if you haven't subscribed, please do that now. If you haven't liked, and if this video in any way gave you anything useful, then please hit that like button, because it helps me out a lot as well. And I will going to create some more awesome stuff for you, from swag to gifts and of course content.